This is very interesting on how to convert today's annoying chores into memorable, braggable projects. Remember, any activity that you are doing can be converted into a winning, powerful project. Winners adore dirty work. Most workable projects in a company or organizations. Why do winners adore dirty projects? Number one is because these jobs or activities allow you a lot of space to work. The management, the leadership is not on you. You can be able to work on what you are doing in silence and in secrecy. The other reason is that nobody cares about crappy work. Nobody is watching. You are literally on your own. You are a king. You can get your hands dirty. You can take risks. You can take mistakes. And you can perform miracles. The bottom line is relish the little assignments, the chores no one else wants. Seek it out. It is a ticket to self-empowerment. Today, I'm going in to speak to a group of entrepreneurs from colleges, universities. Some of them are bankers, on customer service and especially on impression management in the next couple of minutes. And I thought it is important to share this particular webinar on how to convert today's annoying chore into a memorable, braggable project. This particular team that I'm speaking to is for the second time. The first time we met, it was a very small project. We took steady into it, we worked on it. Now they have called us for a repeat work. Notice, you are never so powerful as when you are powerless. Remember, a story is told of Dr. James Moria. He is the CEO, chairman of Centum Group of Companies. After finishing university with a degree in law, he joined Centum as a filing clerk. So he was a guy who was doing the filing for the company. That is in the open media. It is nothing in secret. And then, because he had a lot of idle hours when he is filing in the stores, he would be reading all the files of the company before he files. One day, the late Chris Kirubi came around and he was looking for management trainees, and he decided to carry out a test on the people who are working for him and who knows the organization very well. And James Moria emerged the tops because he was spending hours and hours studying the files of the organization and the documents before he filed them away. That crappy work, that work nobody wants to do because it's a dirty work, that is where the diamonds are. Remember, the rest is history about Dr. James Moria. He's now the chair and the CEO of Centum for a couple of years. The rules of turning crappy work into braggable, memorable project. Number one, volunteer for crap. Tom Peters, the management guru, in his book Project 50, he speaks about the small, tiny projects. When you go into a meeting today, now, volunteer to be the note taker. Nobody wants to become the note taker, but you end up becoming the project manager de facto. In the next committee meeting that you go to, eagerly volunteer to do the stupidest project or work that the boss wants to be done. Always volunteer to be the note taker in a meeting, because when you are the note taker in a meeting, you end up understanding the minutes and knowing what is expected of everybody, and everybody will be calling you to ask you what was discussed in the last meeting. Note taking is normally considered like crappy. It is considered as menial. It is considered as the job that nobody wants. But when you become the note taker, you almost become the de facto. Volunteer to become the meeting organizer. These projects will turn you into a de facto project manager. Number 4, ask what your hero would do when you have an issue in a project you are carrying out. When you hit storms, whoever is your hero or mentor, what do you think they can do in that particular case? And actually do it, because you are going to turn around that crappy project into the next memorable, braggable project within the organization. Finally, Bring it to life. Stop talking and start building. A block at a time, a day at a time. Put your thoughts into words. Put your words into pictures. Put your pictures into activities. And those activities are going to turn into Braggable project. And of course, lastly, get out of the office. Get out of the class. Walk around, because when you walk around and you start interacting with the environment, you definitely come across gems of information and gems of creativity that you are going to use to turn your crappy work into a Braggable project. Finally, they say that wherever you see horse shit, there is a pony. Nyutu, all the best.